Long ago, in a small village called Chandipur, travelers often passed through on their way to the great city of Devnagar. The village stood along a dusty trade road, and merchants, horse riders, and wandering traders would usually stop there to rest before continuing their journey. To outsiders, Chandipur seemed peaceful and welcoming, but the truth about its people was far different. Many of the villagers had formed a secret habit of deceiving travelers. Whenever a merchant or trader stopped there, the villagers would cleverly trick them and take their money or belongings. They worked together, supporting each other's lies, so that no stranger could easily escape their traps. One evening, a merchant named Arvind was traveling toward Devnagar on his strong brown horse named Surya. He had been on the road for many hours, and as the sun disappeared behind the hills, darkness slowly covered the land. The road became quiet, and the wind rustled through the trees. When Arvind reached the edge of Chandipur, he noticed something strange. The streets were empty, and there was hardly anyone around. Feeling tired and hungry, he got down from his horse and slowly walked into the village, hoping to find a place to rest for the night. Just then he saw a man staggering toward him. The man's clothes were messy and he seemed drunk. His name was Gopal, a villager known for spending most of his time drinking cheap liquor under a large banyan tree near the village well. Gopal laughed loudly when he saw Arvind. "Why are you looking for a place to sleep?" he slurred. "Come sit with me instead. Let's drink 3 cups together and you'll sleep like a king." Arvind quickly realized the man was drunk and not speaking clearly. "Friend," he said calmly, "I only want to know if there is an inn or a place where I can rest tonight." Gopal scratched his head and squinted. "You guessed it, I've been drinking, but let me tell you something. There's nothing better in this world than good wine," he said proudly. Arvind sighed, realizing the conversation was going nowhere. "All right, just tell me where I can find food and a place to stay." Gopal shook his head stubbornly. "Why should I tell you? What do I gain from it?" After thinking for a moment, Arvind said, "If you help me find a place to rest, I will reward you with some money." The moment Gopal heard the word money, his eyes widened and his drunken smile returned. "Oh, you seem like a generous man," he said. "I'll show you a good house, but you must give me 4 silver coins." "4 coins just for directions?" Arvind protested. "I'll give you 1." Gopal pretended to get angry and began walking away. Tired and desperate, finally Arvind called him back and agreed to give him the coins. After receiving the money, Gopal pointed down the road. "Walk straight, then turn right. The last house belongs to Raghu. He might give you food and shelter." Arvind politely greeted him. "Sir, I have traveled a long distance and need a place to stay for the night. May I rest here?" Raghu smiled warmly. "Of course, travelers are always welcome in my house. Tie your horse in the stable, wash up, and I will bring you dinner." Feeling relieved, Arvind tied Surya in the stable, fed him hay, and then entered the house. Raghu served him warm bread, rice, vegetables, and lentil soup. After such a long journey, the meal tasted wonderful. "Thank you for your kindness," Arvind said gratefully. "You may rest in that room," Raghu replied. "Sleep well and continue your journey tomorrow." Arvind even gave Raghu a few coins as thanks before going to sleep. The next morning, Arvind woke early and prepared to leave, but when he walked outside, he was shocked. Raghu was leading his horse away from the stable. "Wait!" Arvind shouted. "Where are you taking my horse? I need to leave for the city." Raghu turned around calmly. "Your horse? This horse belongs to me." Arvind stared at him in disbelief. "What are you saying? I arrived with this horse last night." Raghu laughed loudly. "You must be confused. My stable gives birth to a horse every morning. This horse was born here today, so it belongs to me." Arvind was furious. "That's impossible. A stable cannot give birth to a horse." Raghu smirked. "Ask anyone in the village." Soon another villager named Bola came by. Raghu asked him loudly, "Tell this man what happens in my stable every morning." Bola nodded confidently. Everyone knows Raghu's stable produces a horse every day. Arvind realized something terribly wrong. The villagers were clearly lying together. Determined to seek justice, he went to the village headman, Sarpanch Haridas. He explained everything, but the headman said calmly, "Raghu has a witness. Do you have one?" Arvind thought hard. Suddenly, he remembered the drunken man from the night before, Gopal. He searched the village for hours until he finally found Gopal sleeping under the banyan tree. After shaking him awake, Arvind explained everything. Gopal listened carefully. For the first time, he looked serious. "Our village has a bad reputation," he admitted sadly. "Many people here trick travelers, but I will help you." They returned to the village square where the headman, Raghu, and several villagers were waiting. Raghu laughed when he saw Gopal. "You brought a drunk man as your witness?" Gopal stood straight and said calmly, "Yes, I drink, but today I am completely sober." The headman looked at his red eyes suspiciously. "Then why are your eyes so red?" Gopal replied seriously, "Because I spent the whole night lighting a fire under the well to warm the fish in the cold water." The villagers burst out laughing. "Fool!" Raghu shouted. "Who lights a fire under a well?" Gopal immediately replied, "And who believes a stable can give birth to a horse?" The entire square suddenly fell silent. The headman's face changed. He realized the truth. By believing Raghu's ridiculous claim, he had ignored common sense. Ashamed, he turned to Arvind. "Forgive us. Our village has done wrong for too long." He ordered Raghu to return the horse immediately and warned the villagers that such dishonesty would never be tolerated again. Arvind thanked Gopal for his help and continued his journey to Devnagar, relieved to have his faithful horse back. As he left Chandipur behind, the villagers stood quietly, realizing that even a man they once mocked for his drinking had spoken the wisest truth of all. Moral here is, truth and wisdom can come from the most unexpected people, and dishonesty will always be exposed in the end.